well battered. What a great week for the team, obviously, and a good draw.
Yeah, I think the way we've played over the 4 days has been really, really good, and will give us a lot of confidence moving forwards as well. Because Yorkshire are a very strong side, and for us to come up against them and put in a performance like that has been really pleasing, and hopefully we can build on that over the last 4 games now.
Is that as good as a team's play perhaps this season? I know you've won games and you've drawn this one, but in terms of the actual feel of the match and how you've dominated it, is that as well as you've played, do you think?
Yeah, I think the pleasing thing for us has been that despite being a relatively young side or having a few young players in the side and a few inexperienced players as well, for us to come up against Yorkshire and still be able to look them in the eye and not back down at any point, still take it to them, where you can easily be pretty tentative and be over respectful. It's been really pleasing for us to be able to do that. I mean, the second morning when we were 2-9 for 7 going into the second morning, and for us to offer the last 3 guys to bat the way they did was outstanding, and it's been really, really confidence boosting for us. 2
centuries in a row this match. No Lancashire player's ever done that before. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's a special moment, and maybe it hasn't sunk in quite yet, but I'm sure over the years it'll bring back fond memories of this game, and to go down in history is pleasing.
And you did it in a different way today, didn't you? You got 100 slightly differently.
Yeah, I mean, it's the way the game's going now. You've got to be adaptable and react to certain situations. And this morning called for us to be positive and try and set up a game in that sense. So I was happy to be able to show that side of my game as well.
1,000 runs in the season as well for you. So I mean, you must be mightily proud of your efforts. Yeah,
it's the achievement every batsman sort of looks for going into the season, so I'm happy to be able to achieve that, and I just need to make sure I stay hungry for the last 4 games and take every single opportunity that comes my way.
You're being mentioned now, aren't you, about a potential England player of the future? I mean, how do you view all that?
Yeah, I mean, like I've said in the past, I've never kind of tried to hide away from the fact that I want to play for England. Sooner the better, of course, but yeah, I realise that the thing that'll get me there is by putting in performances for Lancashire consistently, and that's my sole focus for now. We've got 4 very important games coming up where we'll be looking to win them and go, look up the table hopefully. So that's definitely my focus for that last 4 games, and if that brings further honours, then that's great.
You've only played 15 first-class games, but would you feel even now as though you'll be ready for it if it came? You said sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I think the one thing that gives me confidence is I've always found that I've developed quicker and learned quicker from being challenged more. So from a young age, I've always played above my age groups and stuff like that. So I've always been challenged, and I think that's accelerating my development, helped me improve quicker. And it may not go all well to start off with, but hopefully I'm confident that I can still find ground even at the highest level, and hopefully learn from my experiences.
Ashley Giles just said there's a touch of the Joe Roots about you. I mean, what does that make you feel like?
Yes, obviously that's special, being linked to one of my role models in the modern day. Obviously he's unbelievable in all 3 formats, and I've mentioned before that I want to be like him in the future, who can play all 3 formats consistently and average 50 plus in 1 days in Test cricket. So it's nice